Hi, this is Nessa from Infinitely Zero's Crochet Channel. Welcome! And if you've seen some of my other videos or like the content of this video, please click like and subscribe. And I hope you enjoy. Today's December 7th, and I wanted to go over some of my current completed projects that I just finished up this week. So I decided to make a gift bag, so I'm working on some holiday makes and items for friends and family. So I have this gift I'm gonna give out, so I decided to make a bag for it. Looks a lot better in person. And I made it on my circular knitting machine, and I added handles. And you can close up the handles, and it has like a little, it looks a lot better when it's closed up, and you can, and I added the little tie, and I had two stripes. So this is a panel of 80 rows on the bigger Centro 48 knitting machine. And this is its own separate little panel that was done on the 22 machine, which is 27 rows. And I sewed them together, closed it up, and then the bag was too short, so I decided to do all these rows of double crochet. And I crocheted the handles with single crochet stitches on a chain, and then also added this ribbon a friend suggested, and I was like, oh yeah, I have some red ribbon, so I added that. And I wanted it to have two nice lines and for the person to be able to use it as a bag later too. And the yarn I used was the Joanns Big Twist Value in the soft gray and the cream color. And for the ribbon, I used the Ice Yarns Vicose Shine Bulky. If anybody needs the number, you can mention that in the comments, and I'll type it in case you want to order this. And it's not very shiny. It's a little dull, but it looks really cool on the present. I'm really happy with how that came out. It did take a lot of work to sew up the panels and the seams, and I grafted the seam on the side, and it wasn't supposed to show, and it shows up. And my next thing was the first time that I've made actually doggy clothes, so I'm pretty excited about that. So I made a dog sweater for a friend of mine for her doggy. She has a little small Yorkie. It's a little old lady. The doggy's 17 years old and lives out where it's cold. We get cold winters, and she gets snow. So I made her this little sweater yesterday. I used the cat sweater pattern from Bag O Day's video tutorial. Some folks had posted that they made their little doggies and Yorkies some sweaters, and I thought it looked super cute, so I was like, let's try that. So I used the smaller hook size of 5mm hook, and I used these two different yarns, which were kind of thin. I had gotten this one in a Mary Maxim mystery box, BonBon, 100% acrylic. It's like a DK lightweight. And I had gotten this one at Herrschners, also pretty light DK, so I put them both together. And that was the, I think it said like it was the Azure, but it's kind of like the baby DK, the light like pink with the cream color. So I think it turned out quite nice because it made this pink a bit less loud. And I hope it'll fit her, right? So she had sent me the measurements. It might be a little wider on her. Hopefully her little legs will fit, and it's not too too tight or too big around her collar. And I did make it about 1 inch shorter on the body because I didn't want it to be too long on her. And hopefully it'll be easy to slide on and off. The pattern, yeah, I already mentioned the pattern. I also made her a little bandana. A little doggy bandana, which is super cute. I'll put the link for the pattern on the description box. I did modify the pattern. I don't particularly like bandanas that tie around dogs' necks. I think it's a bit of a safety hazard. So this one I created some loops so that you can actually put the dog's collar through the loops of the bandana like that. Sorry. Like, let's say here's the dog's neck with the collar on, and you slide the loops through the bandana, and then you have the little bandana sit on there, on the doggy, you know, either on the, you know, top of their, underneath their chin or behind their neck kind of thing, but it just sits on the collar, so they're not really having more of a choking hazard. You know, if their paw gets stuck from scratching or anything like that, it's just their usual. They're more used to their collars. This should be easy to remove and all that. So that's what I did do to modify the pattern. And it's just a simple granny stitch. It works up really fast. The pattern for the bandana is called Roxy's Crochet Bandana Scarf, and it's from Blue Star Crochet. Also, I wanted to note that the headband I'm wearing I made last Christmas, and this is actually from Black Rose Stitches. Yep, Black Rose Stitches has the free pattern for this if you're interested, and I made it with Red Heart Super Saver yarn. It works up pretty quick, but it looks really pretty, and the color, the colorway of the yarn itself changes color, so I didn't even have to weave in any bunch of ends to change the color and all that. I wanted to add as well that I was trying out some hooks that I had ordered, some ergonomic hooks that are some nice custom hooks that I had ordered from a maker on Etsy. This one actually has the letter on the bottom. These are the Susan Bates style, which means they're inline. If you can see what that means, it means the hook head's different. It's sharper, and then that goes downwards. I personally like this one more because the neck was a bit longer. It does get some getting used to actually have such a big handle, but if you notice, I actually have pretty big hands. They're more on the longer side with really long fingers, so it actually works nicer for me to have bigger crochet hooks than the usual smaller hooks. And this was recommended to me from Marley Bird. And the maker on Etsy is Touche Crochet, so I'll provide that link in my video. But yeah, so far I'm very happy with them. Still getting sort of used to it, but yeah, I made the bandana and the sweater, the little doggy sweater, using these hooks to try them out. Also, if you guys are interested in me going over some of the different hooks that I use and like overall just kind of hook review. I know there's a lot of content creators that have like full-on hook reviews about everything and all that, but if you're interested on my take on it, just let me know in the comments. I may do a post concerning like, hey, is this something you guys want to hear from me concerning my ideas on hooks and all that. I deal with arthritis pain and joint pain, so I've invested in a good amount of different types of hooks, which ones cause me less pain. And so I have at least a lot of knowledge in that aspect. And even the Loom hook that I use is also ergonomic. And I decided to make my doggy a bandana. So I'm pretty psyched about that. It came out a little big on him, but this is it. Same pattern, just a little bigger. It's a little wide on him, but it's okay. He's a big boy. He showed up in my last video and in the first video. And I actually made this with Red Heart reflective yarn. This is the yarn. And it's 100% acrylic. I decided on the green because I was like, why not? Let's do it kind of Christmassy color. And it's the colorway olive. And it's a bulky yarn, and they suggest a 6mm, and it's machine washable and dryable. Oh no, yeah, machine washable and dryable. And it comes with, how much is in here? 3.5 ounces, 100 grams, 88 yards, or 80 meters. It does feel weird when you're working with it. It's kind of scratchy, and it squeaked like it made weird, see? I don't know if you can hear that. It makes that weird noise when you're crocheting with it. like a plastic bag kind of thing, but it's reflective. So, you know, if you're making something small and you want to, that doesn't bug you too much, then I can't remember. I think they're discontinuing it, or it's discontinued, or it's pricey yarn. So I think I had ordered it from Yarnspirations. I'm not sure if Joann has it, but it was not easy to get a hold of that yarn. Definitely wanted to try it out. I think initially I was looking for UV reactive yarn. This is not UV reactive, but it definitely is reflective. So I thought that would be great for the dogs. And I also made the small little doggy, my friend's dog Gidget. I made her a little green reflective bandana for the holidays. And I'm gonna make her other medium-sized doggy one as well that I'm currently working on. And I'm not making her bigger dog one because he's a puppy and he'll chew it up. So I rather him not eat it. Hopefully he won't eat his siblings' bandanas and sweater, because I think he already ate another sweater. This little doggies. And I believe, oh, and I also finished this tote bag, which I did over the weekend with Mandala Thick and Quick. And the tutorial from that was from Creative Grandma. She has a tutorial concerning how to make this bag, so it came out pretty cool. And it's actually stuffed right now with the shawl I've been working on. If you guys want to see that, I'm excited. It's still not done. And I shipped all the caps and beanies that I had mentioned in my other video for my friend who's started chemo treatments this week and was just recently diagnosed with cancer. So she got that package. It was a nice big box, and I even sent her an Elmo to work on, like the whole kit. So this is what the shawl looks like so far. So I'm about halfway. I've already used a ball and a half of the yarn, and I have, and this is done in Tunisian crochet, a chevron stitch. So you can, if you can see the chevrons, how they pattern out. There you go. My own design, but I did use the idea from a different designer for a pattern, and I'm about to start working on a sweater pattern that I'm tested for a designer, and here's a sneak peek. I can't talk any more about it. I may use this yarn for the sweater, so that'll be exciting. And I can talk about it once the pattern's released. And what else? So I just got my order. Finally got the order that the yarn that was missing from We Crochet from the tweeds. So I got that in today, as well as my Darn Good Yarn subscription box for November. I have that too, so I'm going to make 2 separate videos about that. And I have some new crochet kit amigurumi kits, and I'm going to do a whole video just on all of the amigurumi kits and go over where I got some of them, what my thoughts are. Let me know what kind of ideas you have, what more you'd like to know, all that, and if you have any ideas, comments, or suggestions concerning more different content. So I hope you enjoyed this, and thanks, and have a good night, and see you soon, and happy holidays if we don't see each other before that. Thanks, bye.